starting in 30 seconds.
Ladies and gentlemen, push the gate.
Loving it. Downhill pass. Dusty, loose, fast.
Nice line, make them wheel grip.
The kids downhill, that was good. I did watch some of that. They were pacing.
Best freestyle riders in the UK.
Beautiful 360.
And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. It is a glorious afternoon here in Boardercross in Gloucestershire in the UK. Welcome to SwitchBack 2025, people. We have got some insane racing, but before we get on to that, let me introduce myself. I'm Dan Watson.
I am MBS Pro Rider Matt Brind, and yeah, we have got some serious rider action head-to-head down the track today, Dan.
Superb stuff. I can't wait to get you guys to be viewing what we've been witnessing here this morning. But before we get into that, we're going to run a little ad about Bugs Boarding.
Oh, you say that, but... Stan?
Bugs Boarding facts. What about ducks and chickens?
But maybe about the centre itself.
I'm not exactly sure what angle we're shooting for here. But yes, Bugs Boarding has been situated here in the glorious village here of Maysmore in Gloucestershire. It's been in operation now for over 20 years. This is a fantastic place to bring your family here. We've got everything to keep your kids entertained here in the outdoors and off of their tablets and smart devices. You can bring them here for mountainboarding, obviously. What else can you bring them here for?
Well, there's grass sledges here, dirt scooters, bring your mountain bike down here as well. Plenty of space at the bottom for a lovely barbecue and some camping.
That's it. There is a plethora of features here to be riding today, or any time, in fact, that you guys come here, whether it be freestyle that you're into, slope style, big air, or Boardercross. We've got a Boardercross event happening, is the discipline here today. We're going to be covering that. Matt, tell us a little bit about the Boardercross.
Sure thing, Dan. So Boardercross, for those that don't know, is 4-rider head-to-head racing down a specially built track. We've got a beautiful track here at Bugs. It's been updated over the years, rolled into perfection, and Emlyn Bainbridge can take us for a little preview so you guys can see it from a POV angle.
Excellent.
I'm Emlyn, and this is the Bugs Boarding Boardercross track, which is going to be the stage for this weekend's racing at SwitchBack. I'm going to give you a course preview right now. So the first straight's pretty simple. You've got 4 rollers to gain speed from, and then you're straight into a choice of 2 berms, a long outside or a tight inside one. And then we've got the same again on the second corner. If you go inside, you're going to cover ground quicker, but you might come out with less speed. I think we can expect a lot of overtakes here. Then we're into the third berm, which is quite a flat one. There's definitely room to overtake on the inside there. And then fourth berm, another flat one, pretty slidey. Then we're into the hardest section for me, the switchback itself. Right, now we're coming into the new section of the track, and arguably the best. Woo! Built by bikers, finished by Eamon Shaw. It's absolutely rapid. Big double roller. Nice long table, and then into the huge last big berm. It's a lovely pocket to finish in, and there we have it, the SwitchBack roller coaster 2025. Back over to you, live stream crew.
Wow, what an amazing video there. He's Emlyn filming that for us here in the previous week, once this track had been fully primo conditions there. And this morning we've had a little bit of qualifying action. How does that work?
Little bit. We've had loads of races already this morning, Dan, to get us ready for this afternoon for this live stream. Everyone got 3 semi-random qualifying races. Where they placed in those races gave them points. We timed them as well, so your fastest time would break the tie break. And I believe we can go over to interview top qualifier James Wanklin in a moment after we get another cheeky advert out. Oh.
we're going to continue to talk about the qualifying here. There's these riders here have been racing in 4-person races, getting themselves used to being in close proximity to each other, while simultaneously setting some insane times down this track, of which you are seeing the results of on screen at the moment.
Yeah, we got the top 8 for you there. So you can see those times are barely separated by a second, 2 seconds absolute maximum. That tells us we are going to have some incredible racing on this afternoon. James Wanklin qualifying first there. Bieran Martlew, a lovely sight to see, up in second. George Pollard in third. Fantastic result there for
That's
those
it.
two boys.
We're going to pass over to Slogs in just a moment, who's got James on the hill.
I've got James Wanklin, fastest man on the hill today. You come in fastest qualifier. Well done.
Thanks.
You've previously won this event, 2023.
Yeah. So hoping to try and do the same. Got bested by Matt last year, so let's hope we can continue the streak on to win today.
Well, both of the Brins are out of the equation.
Unfortunately.
But Bieran was way close behind you, wasn't he? 0.08 seconds behind you, so he qualified second, right on your tail.
Absolutely. I mean, Bieran's always a force to be reckoned with. He's well known as the best free rider in the world, and he's always a sick Boardercross racer to go against. So it's going to be interesting as we get closer to the final for sure.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Thank you, Slogs. Thank you, James. Great to get some rider insight there, Dan.
That's it. I cannot wait to see these riders today. James was looking so rapid down there this morning. Bieran, as was mentioned before, possibly the best free rider in the world there at the moment. Who do we have in third there?
It was George Pollard.
George Pollard, Mr. ATBA at the moment. Really, this rider has come out of himself in the last sort of 4 or 5 years now.
Yeah.
He's really stamping down some amazing times and super, super tight.
I'll tell you what, Dan. We've seen qualifying. Shall we show what that means? So you qualify to get into the knockouts, which is what we're going to be showing you very soon on this stream. But first, we'll take a look at the Pro Tree, see how everybody's seeded into the first round of races. Before we get there, though, the first race we're going to see today is the Juniors Final. They have been racing today, and it's been so close every round. We've got 35 competitors on the hill as well. So you'll see a couple of TBDs there. We've got a couple of preliminary races to do to get those last riders into the tree.
That's it. We've got some incredible races here lining up. Race 2 looks a peach there with Eamon Shaw, Pro MBS rider, Connor Smelt, Pro Tramper rider, Leon Dove, one of my ultimate nemesis on the track back in the day. Leon Dove is coming here. Exciting things from him coming in the future. And a new rider, Rowan, there.
Yeah, he's been looking great down the track. He had a couple of slides in qualifying, but if he can get a clean lap, I think he could be one to cause an upset today.
This good. It's all on the line here. These riders are all laying it out on the line. We are going to transfer over to the top of the hill in a moment for race 1, which is the Juniors.
The Juniors Final. We get to kick off with the final on this live stream. Can you believe it? Incredible stuff. So in the finals for the Juniors, we have Zach Ogden in the blue. We've got Felix in the green and Tyler in the red. They're racing for the podium places here, Dan.
They're in the lineup. The gates are up here. And for the first 2025, SwitchBack is rolling now.
Here we go. It's a great start there from Zach. Felix has been taking this inside line now on berm 1, Dan. What do we think?
That berm, inside line on the berm there, it's a tough one to make stick, but if you can, I think that there's a decent bit of time to be made there.
There is, but Zach, I tell you what, has pulled a little bit of a lead now. We've seen him have a slide here and there. If he can keep it clean, he will retain his Juniors Boardercross title. He won it last year, but Felix has been really hunting him down.
That's it. He's got a good load of board lengths here on him now. He must have a good 20 metres or so. Looking so fast through there over the Twin Peaks is Zach Ogden.
Here we go. The hardest part of the track, I'd say, Dan's getting through these 3 corners clean and fast.
Oh, but look at the style. He's carrying that classic Jay Lee style there, getting down in the corners.
Deals with the new double really well there. That's been throwing a few riders off today. If they're not gapping it, they're pumping it. It's a bit wobbly, but across the line.
Nicely done, Zach. That looks to be Felix in second there.
It is.
Heading round there, he's hold it together across the line, and Tyler crossing there in third.
Tyler coming back from an injury in qualifying there, so great to see him in the finals taking third place. And Dan, we've just crowned some champions already.
This is it. How crazy is this? Unfortunately, it might take a little bit longer before the next champion is crowned.
Yes. Oh yes,
and a whole lot of racing.
We've got a whole lot of racing to come. So as we said, we've now got a few preliminary races to get the last riders into that pro top 32. We can see them up in the gate now, starting to get ready. I'm sure we'll cut over to them once we're ready. We'll find out who's in there. So top two go through. Top two go through and make it into the top 32. The last place in this race is going to go out. After these first few races, Dan, will be into 4-rider racing every single time. So, who have we got in the gate here? We're just having a little bit of technical difficulty with the graphic updating. We'll sort that out for you shortly, but I can see in the green bib we have Walter all the way from Germany. In the middle there with blue, we've got Matt Humphreys, and on the far left all the way from Scotland we have Stephen
Lang, that's correct. These guys have all been riding for a while now. As we said, they're all coming over from Germany to represent today in the red and white striped top there.
We've got a lot of riders from a lot of places here this weekend, Dan. We've seen some French, German.
I believe there's a Dutch en route.
Dutch en route, Polish here as well. Timek we'll see later on.
Fantastic. Timek is a cracking rider there.
The gate's been raised, Dan.
Oh, enough of us talking, let's concentrate. And it's down.
So, Steve and Matt in first and second there. Walter in third place. Remember, 1 or 2 will do, 3 and 4 you're no more. So they're trying to get through to the round of the 32 here, Dan. And Stephen
is smooth out the front, just like his tyres. I had the privilege of looking at his tyres up at the top of the hill earlier, and can I just say, he rides in skate park slicks and they are worn. So he is drifty as you like. He's dropped a little bit of speed in that corner there just before the switchback here that he's rolling through now down towards the Twin Peaks. That's it, he's through there clean into this final long sweeping acceleration section of the course now. Heading down to this new feature there, the whoop-de-whoop. You'll see a lot of people doubling up over that throughout the course of this competition. But he just overcooked it in that last corner, and thankfully he managed to get his rear foot out and kick across the line. There's a replay of this for you now to look. And we're back at the top with us guys now. We've got a few riders getting ready in the gates now for you. I did happen to look up here and see some young ladies in this gate. We've got Bella and Kira Bishop, son of Mark Bishop, in the gates now.
Josh Holmes is the last one making it up. So this is our final prelim race, and then we'll have our top 32. The pro tree will be full after this race. We got 2 very young ladies in this. They've stepped up to the full proper age category, which is really great to see.
Oh, indeed. I think they've a combined age of less than 20 for them two. But I don't want to speak unwill. They like to look older these days, but these 2 girls here, Kira and Bella there, showing true courage.
So that is Josh Holmes out in front, just cruising down. He didn't turn up until fairly late today, actually, so he didn't get much practice, so good to see him going. But this is a real battle between the 2 girls here, Dan. Only one of them is going to make it through to the next round.
Uh-oh, only one of them, unless he falls in the bottom section. But look at how these girls, under 10 years old, are taking the safe route down this Boardercross track, taking a little speed off here and there. Just goes to show how accessible mountain boarding can be. Everybody worries about not being able to stop and stuff like that. But if you use the terrain, use the training techniques that you learn, you'll be able to control speed down 99% of slopes here.
Absolutely. So it looks like Kira's coming through towards the finish line now. She's going to make it through to the next round, Dan. That's going to be all for now for Bella until the ladies' finals come up later on today. And across the line there for Kira. That's a huge moment for her.
Indeed, indeed. Up against the big people there. Up against big people. Look at that compression and knees up and down. Such perfect technique from such a young rider there.
Lovely to see, lovely to see. So that is the preliminaries done. We are now into the meat of it. It is going to be 4-rider racing from here on out, except for I think the ladies' final, but that's a way off now. That's a way off now. So some of those riders that just went down have got to rush back up, Dan, because they're going to be up in a race again very soon. But we do have the first pro race up in the gate, starting to get a little bit ready.
I can see the #1 seed in there, James Wanklin, will have had first lane choice there. What do we know about lane choices here? Well, if you're on the exterior, the position 1 or 4 there, you're on the edges. You've got to get onto the racing line. So the ideal position would be in those 2 central lanes there. It's a gentle slope down out of the start gates to get them going, across a couple of rollers and then another couple of rollers, all generating speed.
Okay, so this race, we're just having a little bit of a wait here. As I say, I think the race after this, one after that, has got Matt, who's just raced in it. So, but we've got the first seed in this race in the green, James Wanklin. Leo is second seed in the blue. We've got Connor, 17th seed in the red, and Matt in the orange. But we're going to go to a quick ad break here, Dan. Lovely ATB shop advert there. You can go to ATB shop for all your extreme needs, pretty much.
Pretty much, whether it be kiteboarding, mountainboarding, scootering, whatever you need, snowboarding, some amazing bits of kit that they sell. Go support this small business and keep it within the scene.
Rider Run as well, Dan. They've been going for a very long time. They test all the products that they use, so very, very knowledgeable.
That's it.
So we're almost got the other riders back to the top of the hill. We're just waiting for everyone to be here because we've got 8 races coming for you, back to back to back to 8 times back, I guess.
To the power of 8.
But yeah, well, there was some good racing straight away there. It's only going to get tighter.
That's it. We had to get those little prelim races out the way just to make sure that the tree was properly formulated or properly stacked for the 32 there.
Yeah, we don't like to knock anybody out without giving them a race, do we, Dan? Well, so all about getting everyone racing.
Completely. It's a community around here, you know. It doesn't matter how old you are or whatever your background, you're welcome in mountainboarding, and we do our best here at these UK championships to make sure that everybody who wants to compete gets the opportunity. I can see a truck, Goldie the truck over in the distance, bringing the last of the riders up ready, and up the top of the hill we've got the first gate ready.
Yep, there's Goldie, long time serving lift truck here. I don't know how many iterations it's been through, but it's not many in the 21-year history here. They've done well with their lift truck.
I think they did well to go with the Top Gear special there on the Hilux. They do just keep going, completely indestructible, and that must have ferried hundreds of thousands of people up and down this hill over these 20 years. or whichever generation it was.
Absolutely. Yeah, so Matt Humphrey is on Goldie. He's going to be running over here. He's in this first race. It's just the way the format works, I'm afraid, guys, but don't you worry. Once they get over here, it is going to be racing galore.
Let's take a, while we're waiting for Matt Humphreys to get over here. He shouldn't have been so quick down the hill, Matt. Jeez. We're running with an advert for Jimmy's Coffee. Well, let's hope Humphrey's got a little shot of espresso on the way up there and is making his way speedily across, ready for this first race.
Yeah, I mean, that coffee's pretty nice. I had one this morning, got me right fired up. Had an iced coffee, don't know about you. But yeah, I think we might be trying to line up a little interview here in a moment with our second qualifier, Bieran. He's just coming down the hill now. That'll fill a nice bit of time, won't it? Bieran's always got plenty to say. Tell you what, Bieran fixed the timing system this morning, so that was really good of him.
Hello, we got Bieran here. You came second in the qualifiers. Happy?
Yeah, pretty good. Not too bad, eh?
Yeah, not too bad at all. Birthday boy as well today. Happy birthday, boo.
Thank you very much. 39 years young.
39 in the Masters, second in the Pros.
Not too bad, is it? It's all right. We had a good race, good run. It was good fun, and yeah, we'll see how the racing goes, isn't it?
Yeah, can't wait. Well done, mate.
Thanks very much.
Second for now. That's only qualifying. Your final result is decided by these knockout races, Dan. Anything can happen, but who's your money on?
Well, in this first race, I mean, we got it. James Wankland has to be the favourite, but that doesn't mean that he's going to take first, man.
No, I'm going to put you on the spot here, Dan. Come on, let's have. Who's your money on for the win of the contest?
For the win of the contest right now, Rennie Miles, all the smiles.
Oh.
I'm saying the outsider. I'm going with the underdog there, one of my fellow Masters competitors. He pushed me into second place in the downhill last year. And, we've got...
Oh, bless him.
This is the dedication of the riders running to the gate to make sure he can be in his fourth choice there.
He's got a lot of work cut out. Not only has he run across, he's got to get in the gate, work really hard for about 45 seconds for the fastest time to get down the track. But that's a really good shout on Reddy there. Fun fact, Reddy came second last year and James came third. So Reddy can beat James. We've seen it happen before. But if I'm going to put my money on someone, not that you asked, but I'm telling you anyway, I have to go with teammate and team captain Emlyn Bainbridge. He has been absolutely raging down the tracks this year.
Again, a controversial choice. Traditionally not the most aggressive rider, but my God, he can ride, that is for sure.
His confidence has only been growing as well after getting second in France earlier this year. He got a few overtakes under his belt. Really good to see. Looks like we're in the gate, Dan. We might let Matt breathe for like a second, but that's probably all we give him.
He's taking a quick sip of water there, wet the whistle after his sprint up the hill.
I'll tell you what, let's hear it for Matt from the crowd, guys. Come on, that is some serious work to get into the gate. Let's hear it from the crowd for these riders, especially for Matt putting the hard work in as the gate is up and we're ready to drop.
And we're out of the gates. James Wankland, as predicted, has taken the early lead.
Inside line?
Doesn't mean anything.
Inside line, 3 of them on the inside. Leo gets a slide.
Oh, and inside on the second there. He's going to be pumping like crazy. Faster line through the corner. It doesn't exit with as much speed.
Yeah, so we got Connor Roylance in second place there. He's a third seed in this race. We got James out in first place. He qualified top. In second place at the moment, Connor Roylance qualified 17th. Leo in the blue qualified 16th. He's currently in fourth in this race. Matt, who's just sprinted across, is in third place. First and second go. Oh, lovely double there for
doubled
James.
up over there. He's round the full horseshoe berm now and across the finish line.
He is through to the next round, and it looks like so is Connor Roylance. We got Matt, who has just run all the way across the hill there, coming in third place, securing himself a 17th to 24th position.
Half of the the absolute top job of taking the top 2 spots there. That will take them through to the next round.
It will. They are through to the quarterfinals now, but look up to the gates. We've got another race ready. I can see the data's updated on the spreadsheet. We've got in the green, Eamon Shaw, the 8th seed. In the blue, Connor Smout, the 9th seed. So that's going to be close at the front there. Leon Dove in red, and we've got Rowan in the orange. Quite a new rider, but looking really good. Leon, master of rhythm cross. Looks like we're about to get the gates up. I'm going to let you do the start here, Dan.
Here we go. The gate is up. And we're out. Hard pull from all the riders there.
That was Connor Smout, almost had the jump on Eamon, but he backed out to let Eamon take the lead into the inside. That inside line is working very well. You're going to see quite a bit of inside to inside. Connor does Eamon on the inside, Dan.
He did manage to. Can he hold the speed there, or will Eamon have enough momentum to pull back past him in this bottom half now?
If you win the race, you have an easier race in the next round, so it is still all to play for. But does Eamon risk taking a slide and going out here, or does he settle into second?
Well, they both took the inside line through the switchback there. They are Eamon staying on his tail there, just taking it home. We found this final horseshoe. Nice and safe, playing it through to the next round.
There we go. So Connor Smout in first place there, Eamon Shaw in second, and I lost the names for Leon in third, Rowan in fourth. Excellent stuff. Love to see it. Really good, clean racing as well. Connor with the inside to inside, giving Eamon a lesson there. Eamon, a former champion in 2022.
A former champion and out for the title, gunning for it this year. As a sponsored pro team MBS rider, Eamon is at the cutting edge of mountainboarding, putting plenty of content out alongside his other teammates. A new one sat next to me right now, Mr. Matt Breen.
Indeed, indeed. We can see people getting ready for the gates. They're just slowly getting ready now. Hopefully they're hearing me and they get the little whip cracked on them to speed up. But that was a fantastic race. 8th versus 9th. I think that's the hardest first round race traditionally, because you got those 2 riders super close together. But coming up, we've got Jamie Childs and a 5th place qualifier. He's flown all the way over from America. Originally a Bristol boy, but he's moved over near to Boston for work. And he's come back over for this event, just for this weekend. Oh, Dan, have you seen that in the blue? JC.
Oh my God, Jonathan Charles, a name from back in the day, a former champion, come back this weekend after 13 years away from racing.
So, Dan, take us through these names in big colours.
We've got Jamie Charles in green, Jonathan Charles in blue. I can see Mikey there is in red, and Stephen Lang again in yellow.
Oh, so we got the 5th, 12th, 21st and 33rd seed. This could be a tight race. JC has gotten faster every race, and he was known for going all out back in the day. So he doesn't mind trying to overtake at a crazy pace. We saw it in qualifying, but here comes the race. The gate has dropped. It's a strong pull from all the riders. We've got green and yellow pushing hard here. So Jamie and JC, but Jamie on the inside. We've also got Stephen Lang on the inside, right behind JC now, but opting for the outside.
Stephen wide. Oh, unfortunately down there in the corner. JC is pumping hard there on his no snow.
I hope he looks back and sees that he's got plenty of space now. This should be a cruise to the bottom. 3rd and 4th had a little slide on that double berm there, so it should be 1 and 2 easy going through.
That's it, keeping it together there, JC, through the switchback and into Twin Peaks. Down into...
So JC, this is his first time back on a board in 13 years, Dan. He was a real phenom back in the day. Former world downhill champion. He won in Cyprus. Oh, now you're testing my knowledge. 2010?
We'll go with it for the moment. If you listen to the Dirt Podcast, my podcast, you'll know that's based loosely on spurious facts and drunken recollections. I expect no more than that here, but I know Matt is incredible with his stats here.
Oh, there we go. There's all the action on the inside. You see Mikey taking the inside line there. Nearly got himself up into 2nd place, but just slid a little bit, lost his speed. That is the curse of the inside line. It gets you there quickly, but it doesn't give you the best speed. If you don't get it right, you're in danger.
This is exactly it. There's so much more momentum around the outside corners. but as you say, Matt, if you overcook the inside, it's going to zap every speed.
So we've got another race in the gate now. This is the 4th race of the top 32 in the pro category. We've got, this is going to be quite a hell of a race. We've got Timek, the 20th seed. He's all the way from Poland. He has just been crowned the junior world freestyle champion over there with some incredible runs, backflips, front flips, rodeos, and 360s galore like you wouldn't believe. But we're racing today, Dan, so we're going to see how his racing chops are.
This is it. I can see Sonny Dibben in the gates there along with Will Fox. The gate is going up, and I expect a full hard pull out here from Sonny Dibben.
Yeah, he's not going to let Will run away with this, I don't think. But I think we got to watch out for Timek here. He's hungry for this. He's going to want to make an upset if he can.
He was looking clean in his practice in earlier.
So there we go. The riders are ready. They've pulled back. The gate drops and it's a hard pull. Timek and Sonny dead heat in second. Will Fox clean out in front. He never used to take the inside. He never used to do it, but he's learned after the last live stream. He got cooked on the outsides. Will Fox inside to inside. Sonny goes inside as well. Timek takes a slide. Oh, fortunately, we see Josh just get around the back of him there.
So Josh has kept on his feet. They're chasing third, but I think it's going to be too far away from these front two unless something goes wrong.
I tell you what, Dan, these two were in the finals the last time we live streamed the Boardercross, so they have got experience in spades. They're going to be looking back as they go down the track. They're going to see that they've got plenty of space. They don't need to push it too much. Just cruise and make sure you cross that finish line, get through to the next round.
Excellent, looking steezy over the double.
That wasn't
there.
a tail grab, was it? Will Fox never does tail grabs. Oh no, Josh just goes down before the last corner there. I wonder if Timek's going to have the speed to get past him now. It's still important. Coming third puts you higher up in the final results than coming fourth here. So there is still something to fight for here for Josh. Can't see Timek.
Timek's coming
here
in fast around the outside now.
Almost into the back of him.
No, Timek unfortunately couldn't make it stick there, just on the
finish line.
Tell you what,
Josh held that prime line. Wow, that was really close. I thought Timek was going to go straight into the back of him there. It's like when you're free riding, Dad. You look at a tree, you go towards the tree.
This is it.
Look where you want to go.
Do not focus on the tree. We're looking up to the top of the hill now for the next race, and there's a treat here. If anybody likes doing stuff with their children, spending quality time with them, this is what you can do. In the gates right now, I can see a father and daughter, Mark Bishop and Kira Bishop, racing each other. Now, what's Dad gonna do here? Is he gonna let her win, or is he gonna teach her a hard lesson here?
Definitely going to teach her a lesson. But George Pollard here in the green. Mark, as you mentioned there, he's in the blue. We've got Ash Mulholland of AT Boarders in the red and Kira in the orange. The gate drops and it's a hard pull. I'm not sure who's going to take this.
We've got Bish out in front here at the moment. Takes the outside. George Pollard going on the inside, not managing to make it stick, unfortunately.
Huge
and
upset.
Pushing both Mark Bishop and
Ash Mulholland on the
into the outside.
George is a third seed in round one. Is he going to be able to find enough speed to come back into this race? It looks like the other two might be able to cruise, but if Ash doesn't keep the burners going, he is going to be in trouble here, because George is not going to be happy with that.
That's it, Bush looking steezy and low, keeping it steezy and low, holding it through the steep there.
So Bish, he's got some credentials behind him, hasn't he? He is the current Masters World Downhill Champion. He placed pretty well in the Masters Boardercross. Pretty sure it was a podium at the World Boardercross Championships as well, right?
I think he did. I think you're correct on that.
He's across the line, and Ash Mulholland in second. George Pollard, the third seed, catches right up to the back, but can't get past. A mistake on the inside line, and he got bitten. That's our first upset of the day, Dan. I'll tell you what, it's not going to be the last. And there goes Kira into the last corner now as well. But look at this start. They're pumping for all they're worth. Solid start from Bish there, Dan. That gate pull is super important.
Indeed it was, and he's such a flexible rider. Notice how he keeps so low down to the board there, keeping his ass on it, which enables him to keep supreme traction around that hillside berm.
So let's have a look at George then. What went wrong here? It looked like he maybe got a little bit too high onto the loose stuff and he lost traction on the back wheels. We're going to find out. Here he goes, round that inside line. There goes the back end. Little hop to try and save it, but The hop is an overcorrection and just slides on the up
Nearly
face.
wipes Mark out on the way through there, but just manages to get around him.
They got through nice and cleanly though. So this is round 6 of the round of 32 of the pro category. We've got 3 more races to go in this round.
That's it. I can see Dave Compton in there. I can see Marek, another Polish rider there. And is this Stephen Horse Morris?
Yes.
And Jack
Armstrong.
Jack Armstrong.
There we are in the gate. So I expect that gate's going to go up any moment now. You can see Dave in the green, Jack in the blue, Marek in the red, and Stephen Morris in the orange. So 6th, 11th, 22nd and 27th seeds. This could be a feisty one as well, Dan.
That's it. Stephen, one of our eldest riders there. I've known him for many, many years. He's been a good competitor. And they're out of the gates and the drone is following them now. We can see Dave Compton on the inside line there, getting nice and low, holding it through there. Is that Marek?
Double inside for Dave. Marek is in 3rd at the moment. I believe we've got Jack in 2nd place. Yes, Jack in 2nd place. That drone shot's incredible.
That's it, Dave has got a good few lengths aboard here. He can afford to relax.
You can't relax in the switchback. Here it comes. It's one edge straight to the other. All the dust you could ask for.
And then straight over the top of Twin Peaks, down through the steepest section of the course. There's a real surge of acceleration there as you head towards these doubles and the final tabletop before the big sweeping horseshoe.
We had a bit of rain the last couple of days, didn't we, Dan? But the Bugs boarding crew packed in the ground so solid. I think it's probably running the fastest I've ever seen it.
Most certainly, it is super smooth there. They've been rolling this to perfection, but unfortunately with the dry weather and the friction that these wheels kick up on the corners, it's going to get dustier and dustier and looser as we go through these rounds.
The looser it is, the more carnage we're going to see. But we have Dave Compton going through there and Jack Armstrong. Stephen Morris and Marek Gorminski going in 3rd and 4th there and knocked out of the competition. Race number 7, Dan. This is looking tidy as well.
That's it. It's your pick of the day in the gates.
Yeah, he's got a tough one here with Rennie Miles, his uncle. It's strange. They used to have the same colour helmet. What a shame. What a shame. But we've got Emlyn Bainbridge in the green, Rennie Miles in the blue, 7th and 10th seeds there. We've got G from France living in Liverpool. He's in the red. And David Marshall from Ireland in the orange, seeded 26th.
A little smattering of internationals there. The gate is up. Riders ready. And they're off.
Huge pull from Rennie. He's going to need it on that inside lane because it's one of the slower lanes, but he has put Emlyn right in his place. Rennie is miles out in front. Oh, he's got a bit wide on that berm though, but he's forced Emlyn to go wide on the next line, so Rennie will hold the lead.
Yes, it is through the second of the double berms there and out steezing over those rollers. You can't afford too much steez, but this is my pick versus your pick here.
It is, it is. The problem with Rennie is he likes to trick on the way down, so you never know when he's going to be going full speed or not, and Emlyn has really caught up to the back of him. You don't want to see any carnage right now.
That's it. We could see an overtake in this bottom section. If Emlyn keeps on it, he could go for the overtake. Doubling up from the pair of them into the final table.
Almost wheel to wheel there. Emlyn with a good pass corner. Just holds it over the line. Well, that's round 1 to you, Dan. I guess technically round 1 to Rennie as well. Emlyn Bainbridge in 2nd place there. G
we'll look
coming
forward
in
to
3rd.
see them coming.
David Marshall in 4th. Lovely double there from the boys. That new feature at the bottom, it's really beefed up pair of rollers. And it's hard when you're going fast. If you don't double it, you've got to be really working those legs.
For sure, for sure.
So we have got the last race of the first round of the pro category. They're getting ready now. Then we'll have a short break while all the riders get back up to the top of the hill and we're straight into the quarterfinals, Dan. But before we get there, we have got the 2nd seed, Bieran Martlew in the green. Seb Cox, the 15th seed in the blue. Sam Jennings back on a board after a few years out. He's a local boy from Malvern. He's in the red. And Margot from France, the current ladies world freestyle champion, in the orange.
That's it, they're locked in there. Overhead shot of the start gates there. Nerves will be high. Adrenaline will be pumping. and that gate will be dropping. They're out and over the first of the features there. You can see the gents pulling away there. That's through the first corner there, into the second double.
Oh, inside line there. Inside line for Sam Jennings. Sam and Seb going wheel to wheel into the third corner. They're still wheel to wheel going into the fourth. This is the flattest corner on the track, the hardest to hold traction. Seb keeps it clean there, locks himself into second place. If he can keep it together, he'll be through to the next round. But it looks like Sam is hustling to stay with him.
That's it, they are. It is not over until you go across that line. Doubling up there, doubling up there, doubling up there. That's what it's going to take.
And that's Beer and Martlew crossing the line in first place. Sam's coming, but it's not enough. Seb Cox in second place. He's the last rider going through to the top 16 of the pros. Sam Jennings, unfortunately, going out there. He is now eliminated from the competition, along with Margot from France.
That's it, Seb Cox, a previous UK champion in his youth, one of the main prospects back when he was in single digits.
That was some beautiful action there. Just see the board control from those guys there to not collide with each other but still be within millimeters of each other. We're getting a drone shot of it here. Seb taking the inside line to try and get the jump on Sam there, but having less momentum at the end. Sam doing the cutback there to make sure that he gets a clean exit. Lovely, lovely to see. Lots of board control on display today.
That's it, we can see my co-host there, Paul Sloggett.
Slog's looking confused. There we are. Where's the drone? Hello, drone.
There's the drone.
Nice. Well, Dan, do you have any highlights from that first round of racing?
To be honest, I think our predictions of the Rennie Emlyn race there, that was going to be always going to be an entertaining one.
Absolutely, that was a hell of a race. You've got to watch out for Rennie. Like I say, you never know if he's going full go or no. He's normally full go. When he's in the lead, though, he slows right down and puts you under pressure. You're in second, but you're under pressure. He's just grinning.
That's
Crazy.
it. We're going to go to a quick MBS advert here now whilst we get these next round of riders laid up and ready for you. Here you go. And we're back. Just a little aerial view of the campsite there to show what an amazing turnout of riders and racers we've got here for you this weekend. The real jewel in the crown of the UK mountain board scene here. This is a cracking shot of Bugs boarding, showing the plethora of features that can be ridden and enjoyed no matter what your discipline or...
Absolutely, Dan, yeah. I mean, look how packed that campsite is. There's barely a space for another vehicle or a tent in there. You absolutely love to see it. Lots of riders here this weekend, lots of entourage here as well, some old faces, some new. It's a great thing to see. And as you say, so much terrain to ride here. You may have seen some fence posts dotted around the track down there. This isn't all we're doing today. It's all we're doing on the live stream because this is hell exciting, but the riders have more to do today after this, Dan. We've got a downhill competition coming on today, and tomorrow, what are we streaming tomorrow, Dan?
Freestyle. That's it. After racing today, we will not be streaming this, but there will be some downhill riding. This against the clock. Those posts that Matt was talking about will be sectioned out into a track that will sweep across the hill, taking the riders back and forth around obstacles, over obstacles, and making the most of what we've got here against the clock in single rider timed runs.
Yeah, it's a real test of skill. There's a wide variety of features used in that. Boardercross, great test of skill and courage. Downhill, though, you've got rocks involved, you've got adverse camber corners, slidey turns in grass, but the Boardercross action is definitely where it's at right now. And we're seeing some of the riders slowly getting back up to the top of the hill. We saw a good view of the crowd there as well. Goldie's coming up, full of boards once again. So we definitely got the last tranche of riders coming up there. But going back to that first round of racing, Dan, I did not see George Pollard having a slide there. Our third seed. Sorry to do this to you, George, but George Pollard out in round 1, third seed.
That's it. Anything can happen, unfortunately, here. It doesn't necessarily mean the end of his racing for the day, though, is it? Because he will now...
I'm pretty confident it does. We like to do a bit of a funky format here. We'll get onto that when we get to it, but the top 8 riders that are knocked out for the Masters, Ladies and Open will race semi-finals and finals for them, but George went out pretty early in this contest.
Did go out very early. I've fallen foul of the curse myself over the years. It only takes a small little mistake and that could be it, race over. I can see the MBS boys there heading over. Your teammates, Emlyn there, is it?
I think that's George. George, his head's down, he's not looking happy. Emlyn doesn't look particularly happy either. But we got a nice little profile we can show you here for Emlyn as well. As you say, MBS Pro Team rider, team captain. His current UK ranking down, as you can see on the screen, he's currently ranked 4th for the Boardercross. He's looking to upgrade that today, but he's going to have to try and beat Rennie. 3rd in the freestyle. Currently ranked number 7 in the world for Boardercross as well. So, and I love the fun fact there, Dan. Love the fun fact.
All his Instagram followers think he's 75 years old. Hashtag granddad trousers.
I mean, it gets him the views, and that's all that matters. He's got a unique style. We love to see it. And I think he's just comfy the whole time. That's the most important thing, right?
It's all about the comfort levels with Emlyn. He's comfortable in the air, comfortable on the ground, and comfortable in his trousers. We digress, though. We're talking about freestyle and Emlyn. Tomorrow, we'll be coming back on another live stream once the racing is done today to cover the freestyle.
Absolutely, and you can expect to see Emlyn sending some big tricks in there. He's just come back from Poland 2 weeks ago where we had the World Freestyle Championships. Emlyn placing 5th there, so you know he's got some good freestyle legs underneath him. It's going to be a hell of a show. I think we're doing a best line contest.
Oh, fantastic. That will be over the bigger features within Bugs Boarding here, and they are huge.
I hear the Bryn brothers have put a £200 cash prize for first place as well. So I think Emlyn's going to want to win it.
Hold my beer. I'm going to get my board.
Love to hear it. Love to hear it. So we've got the last few riders still walking across the hill now. But let's talk about this round of racing, Dan. It's a round of 16. There's only 16 riders left in the competition now. The quarterfinals.
Oh, we've got the 4 in the gates here ready to rock at the moment are James Wankling, Connor Smout, Jonathan Charles there, and Sonny Dibben. These riders are all going to be wanting to take home first here. There will be no prisoners.
Absolutely. You can see by how close those seeded numbers are that this is going to be a tight race, and we're about to find out. The gate is dropping now. Huge pull from James and Connor. Is Connor going to fight for the inside or let James have it? He looks like he's fighting. They almost touch wheels. Really great line from Connor there. James just holding on and takes the momentum though. Inside to inside with an overtake. James's turn to go outside of the corner. Connor and James really battling for first and second. JC is trying all he can in 3rd place, but just can't quite get with them. Connor and James down are keeping us so tight. Connor slides! Oh gosh! JC's passed! JC has passed. We'll change camera shot there. There's JC now ahead of Connor Smout. 1 or 2 go through, 3 and 4, you're no more. James going into the last section now. We're about to see who's... It's still JC. Here we go into the last double. Connor is working hard. Oh my gosh.
To catch back up with JC there. He is going across the line on his no snow.
Oh, a slide from Connor in the switchback there. You really can't turn off.
Controversial.
Sorry, no, it's corner 4, was it? The flattest corner on the track, the hardest one to hold traction. I'll tell you what, that's brutal. The 9th seed falls.
Absolutely. You can see there JC in 3rd and Connor unfortunately in... Sorry, JC in 2nd, Connor there in 3rd. Connor led into that first corner at the top.
He did. He had a fantastic super inside onto the inside, caught the berm. James just got the jump on him, but I tell you what, it can be really tricky to follow someone in front. The dust coming up into your eyes. You see that board twitching, it can really put you off, and I guess that's what happened to Connor there.
100%. After 20 years of racing, I can attest there is nothing worse than getting a face full of dust mid-corner. It is so off-putting. It aggravates your eyes and makes them water. None of which is needed whilst you're rattling down the hill at potentially at speeds excess of 30 miles an hour.
Absolutely. Ooh, next race is up already. We got the second quarterfinals coming up here. Will Fox, the 4th seed in green. Jamie Charles, the 5th seed in blue. Eamon Shaw, the 8th seed in red. And Connor Roylance, the 17th seed in yellow. That is a seriously stacked quarterfinals. Oh, I don't know how to call this, Dad.
Well, I think there's going to be a real battle here between Eamon and Will, I'm calling it.
I'm pretty sure.
Into the first corner.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure all 3 of them like the inside line on the first corner, so be ready for some first corner carnage. But it's all going to be about who can get out the second corner first. Here we go, lovely drone
neck
shot.
and neck, all 3 abreast there.
Will and Eamon neck and neck. Eamon goes round the outside.
Will jump, the 2 jump into the outside.
You see that quite often. Somebody goes wrong on the inside, they drag the other person, but Jamie's through into second place now. But we have got Connor Roylance pumping. Is he going to attempt an overtake in turn 4? No, he's settled in. Eamon's looked back there. He's playing it smart. Keep it clean. He doesn't want to do a smout here. And he's looking golden. But we have got Jamie Childs in second. 4th seed, Will Fox down in 4th place here. Looks like he's waved off. Oh, Connor Roylance goes down. Looks like Will might get a 3rd place here, get himself up into the 9th spot potentially on the final rankings. But Eamon now coming around the horseshoe. That's a lovely berm. That one really holds you in there. It's a great bit of G-force. Eamon and Jamie through to the next round.
That's it. I shouldn't have expected to see many issues from Eamon today in this course, it being a home turf for him. Lives nearby, works on the course, and as you can see, is smooth as silk.
So what you'll see here, Will gets a wobble, falls out. That distracts Jamie, who falls out as well. That allows Eamon with the momentum around the outside to just swing past the 2 of them, get clear and get inside on the next corner.
Fantastic ride in there from Eamon. Well done to you, bro. Stepping up, making up 2 positions in 2 corners. Well done to you. Up at the top of the hill now, we can see Dave Compton, Mark Bishop, Emlyn Bainbridge, and
Seb Cox. So how gate choice works here, you'll see Emlyn there's got the 3rd gate choice. That's because he came 2nd in his first round race. If you win your previous race, you get 1st or 2nd choice based on your seeding. If you come 2nd, you get 3rd or 4th choice. So Emlyn's got a lot of work to do here.
And
he's on the inside lane.
We can see into this first corner, Mark Bishop has taken the early lead, but has been overtaken by the
Dave
inside
and Emlyn on the inside. Bish flicks across, just misses the back of Emlyn there, and goes outside. Emlyn looks like he's got 2nd place here again, but Bish is going to keep hunting. Seb Cox with a slide there in the 2nd corner. So it's a 3-horse race right now.
Holding it together there, Emlyn and Dave Compton up the front, looking steezy.
Oh, little slide from Dave there, but he holds on fine. He's got enough space to breathe. But look, Bish is sniping right now. He is hunting. He just seems to be closing in on Emlyn there. Is he going to have enough speed to do anything in the last corner?
Oh.
Here we go. It looks like they're going to be pretty clean through here. Dave Compton in 1st, Emlyn Bainbridge in 2nd, Mark Bishop in 3rd, Seb Cox in 4th.
Fantastic.
I hope I haven't commentators cursed Emlyn there. Nice
you're safe
finish
on that one.
I think those 3 must have finished within a second there. That was a really close race. Great to see. But you see the power of that inside line. If you can get it clean, it does a lot of work for you. But it's a real technical switchover if you're going outside.
It is a super technical, and sometimes you are not given the choice. You need to be getting out that gate first to give you the maximum amount of choices to allow you to have your prime run down that track.
I mean, 1st place is definitely the place you want to be.
Always, always. I can see a few riders back up the top of the hill now.
This is our last race of the quarterfinals, Dan.
Oh, and it's a good one here. We can see Bieran Martlew in green, Rennie Miles in blue, Jack Armstrong in red, and Ashley Mulhollander in orange.
Those 2nd and 3rd seeds are really closely positioned, 10th and 11th seeds, so we could see fireworks once again on this race. Now, I'm pretty sure we're going to see Rennie and Bieran potentially inside line again.
That's it, they're old trading partners.
Oh, here we go. Great pull from Rennie.
Both in.
But Bieran's not letting him have it. Bieran by a wheel. Rennie does pull out. That's rare sight. Rennie backing out, but they're clean through. Bieran hopping over the back of the corner. He's forced Rennie wide. That leaves an option here for Ash Mulholland on the inside. They're all neck and neck. They're going to pump for the 3rd corner.
That's it. Bieran's keeping it clean. That's all he's got to do there through this switchback section now.
Oh, Ash Mulholland there just sliding out in 3rd place right behind Rennie.
allowing Rennie to step back up into second place there. Hold it together, Rennie. They're just about to drop into the speed section of the course now. Accelerating down through this sweep and across and doubling up over that feature there. Styling it, Rennie. And around this horseshoe for first and second place. That's Bieran and Mark Lou and Rennie Miles respectively. Followed there down
by Jacket and Ash. Lovely race there. Just a little slide out for Ash when he was in contention going into berm 3, but again, quite slippy there. Really hard to go wheel to wheel. It takes a lot of confidence and a lot of skill. It's quite often we see some slide outs.
That's it. These replays are absolutely joyous to watch there as these riders style up over that double there. It's kind of the home straight. Let's hope nobody does the Jacob Ellis there and pulls a grab only to fail in the final of the BX there.
Nice reference. So that is the 4th round of the quarterfinals done. The riders are all at the bottom of the hill. They're getting on Goldie to come up to the top, and we can see how beautiful Bugs Boarding is looking. Look at that buttery track there. It's super smooth, lovely, well-groomed, great crowd out on the hill there supporting these riders. And once we're ready to get going again, it's the semi-finals. It's the top 8.
That's it. A quick shout out to those peeps who are sponsoring this event here. Behind us, we've got a wrecked protection ad to show you, and I think you'll see that now. Okay, and there you can see Goldie, the lift truck, waiting to bring these riders up for their next racing. Thank you very much to our sponsors, Wrecked there, MBS Mountainboards, Tramper, ATB Shop.
Cromchem Dharma as well are sponsoring this event. The team
Jimmy's Iced Coffee.
Yes. Yeah, I'm sure there's some that we've forgotten. We said Tramper Boards, I think. AT Boarders. The team behind SwitchBack have really pulled out all the stops this year to get a hell of a lot of prizes in and a lot of interest from the sponsors, which is really great to see.
Indeed, and these events cannot go on without the volunteers here and marshals, and indeed the team behind bringing this broadcast to you. Thank you all for your efforts, whether you're holding a camera, whether you're in a tent there on the mixing desks, and if you're out on the track with a flag making sure that the riders are safe, if you're at the bottom in the timing tents looking after the racers as they come across the line, we thank all you volunteers from the bottom of our hearts.
Here, 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 and it's great to see such a big crowd getting behind the riders every round as well. Really good to see. I think Slogs has disappeared. We've got some riders at the top. I think he's trying to pick someone out who's here, but we'll get over to Slogs in a moment for a little interview with someone who's through to the semi-finals.
That's it. And then but before we take to Slogs, we're going to run another little ad for you here from Tractor Mountainboard.
I've got Mikey here. How's it going, Mikey?
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's all good. It's proper mad out there. It's rapid, super loose in the corners and stuff, but, you know, tight racing. Everyone's giving it a good go.
Had a good crack at it today, didn't you?
Yeah,
you were working hard yesterday.
Yeah, in practice.
Yeah, we walked the track a few times, didn't we?
Yeah.
South Coast riders.
Yep, we're South Coast. We've got Alex on team, Tim on team, and Bobby on team. Unfortunately, they couldn't make it up today. Tim snapped his wrist last weekend, unfortunately, so he's gutted. But yeah, I'm here supporting the South, I suppose.
Nice one. Cheers, Mikey.
Nice one. Thank you, guys.
Hey, Mikey, who's your pick for the win?
I don't know. I'm going for Eamon. I love Eamon's ride, man.
I'm a Mr. Wanklin today.
Oh, we got four-way spread up here. If all of them are in the finals, I think we deserve a high five.
That's it. You can see these riders now making their way across there via the drone shot.
Yes, we got Bieran out the front there talking to Andy, probably trying to get some line techniques in. That's Bieran telling Andy the lines to take, not the other way around.
That's it. Bieran unlocking some tight racing lines through the switchback there earlier on. He's got this place dialed.
Yeah, he is absolutely pacing today. Really good to see. And he makes his own decks. So he is riding his own DIY deck.
Indeed, and it is a joyous build. Carbon fibre and all the latest technology in his decks there. They are an absolute joy.
Did he say it was 1.6 kilos? That's it.
It is super lightweight.
Incredible.
Super lightweight.
He loves to nerd out on all that tech stuff with the decks. So we've got the riders coming up towards us now for the semi-finals. That's the top 8. It's really starting to heat up in there, Dan. I wonder if we can see the pro tree up on the screen in a minute, and we can talk about who's in this next race and see how the progression's gone on. But we got Mark Bishop there as well. Andy, unfortunately, is out with an injury at the moment. He's got no bibs. Rennie Miles in the back there. Here we go. There's the pro tree down. So you can see the round of 32 on the outside has been completed. So is the round of 16. In the middle of your screen right now, we have our 2 semi-finals.
That's it. Semi-final 1, James Wanklin, 1st seed, with Eamon Shaw, 8th seed, Emlyn Bainbridge, 7th seed, and Rennie Miles, 10th.
Oh my goodness, that is a serious race. Unbelievable. I love this part of the contest because it just gets so tight you can't call it. Coming into semi-final number 2 as well, Bieran Martlew, the 2nd seed, Dave Compton, the 6th seed, Jamie Charles, the 5th seed, and JC, back after 13 years, already made it straight to the top 8, our 12th seed, rounding out our top 8.
That's it. Bieran would have battled JC back in the day for the European titles in downhill and so on. Dave Compton, he's done well. He's done really well.
I'll tell you what, I don't know why he's still a dark horse, because I'm pretty sure every year he makes the top 8.
Indeed. Dave Compton has been riding now for over 20 years. He's one of the founding members of the BFC from back in the day and put out some amazing videos of their travels around Europe.
So yeah, top 8. So let's see what we've got here. We've got such a great top 8, but I think we can show you some kids having some lessons to show the other side of mountainboarding, from the really good riders to those who are just getting introduced. There's a massive, massive beginner slope here and a whole heap of top quality instructors to give you your first taste of mountainboarding.
Indeed. Up until recently, Slogs has had a bit of an injury, but it was one of the instructors here, and he's one of the chief instructors for the ATBA there. And you will see that this hill filled with kids learning to ride, using the grass sledges, scout groups, brownie groups, birthday groups, all sorts coming through here. This little jib park that you're seeing on camera at the moment has been utilised for many small competitions and things like that in the juniors, and is also a hell of a lot of fun no matter what age that you ride. What's your favourite feature of the jib park there, Matt?
Oh, I don't know, but I'll tell you what, Slogs has found another rider. Should we go over to Slogs, see who he's got?
So I managed to drag Eamon into shot. Eamon, pretty good, semi-finals, happy?
Yeah, pretty stoked on that last race. I think I got lucky, to be honest. I got a bit of a bad gate. I think we've worked out between us, the riders, that the far gate to us here, the far left for the rider, is the best one, and I didn't get that one. But luckily, they both messed up in the corner, so I managed to get past them, so pretty stoked on that.
They certainly did. Well done, mate.
Thanks.
Good luck.
Cheers.
Super interesting race coming up for Eamon in this semi-finals. He's got Reddy Miles, who is the guy who took him to all the competitions and all the events as Eamon was growing up. So somewhat of a role model figure for him, as much as you want Reddy to be a role model. And he's got one of his best mates, Emlyn Bainbridge, in the gate with him as well.
This is tough. This is an ex-MBS rider there versus two current versus a Tramper rider there. Tramper will be hoping to push aside the MPS riders there and make it to the bottom.
They're not going to go down easily, though. They're not going to go
not.
down easily. There's going to be a great tussle in this race. The riders are almost all at the top of the hill now, so we're just starting to see them getting ready in the gates. So soon we'll be with you and the pro semi-finals. So before we get there, though, Dan, let's have a little Tramper ad, shall we?
Let's go for it. Tramper, you're in. Thank you very much there, Tramper Boards, one of the UK's premium electric board manufacturers. They're made in Nottingham. You can get electrified and then the hills don't matter. And if you do encounter hills, up and down, baby. You got acceleration, you got brakes, and you got a battery pack that climbs mountains, quite literally. I can attest to that. We've taken them up Snowdon, we've taken them up Pen y Fan, we've taken them up Nevis Range and all over.
Yeah, you guys have really pushed those boards to their limits. In the wet, the dry, the dusty.
That's
but,
it.
Dan, what's that on the screen? We got a race.
Riders in the gates. This is semi-final one. We're just waiting for all clears here.
So, Eamon just told us that our far right gate that we see now is the best gate, they think. And James Wanklin has got that, our top seed in the green. Eamon Shaw, 8th seed. Next to him in the blue, Emlyn Bainbridge in the red next to him, Rennie on the outside. We've seen this before in the semi-finals, and Rennie will still try to go inside. Great pull from Rennie as well. He's really pushed Emlyn out. Oh, but he doesn't find a way onto the inside.
Oh,
both
pushing Eamon out.
Both Eamon and James go out. Rennie's got a head load of speed. He does Eamon on the entry. Incredible move from Rennie, super clean, but Eamon slides out. Emlyn goes through. Well, one of us is going to lose out here, Dan.
Well, if it stays as it is, I know who that's going to be.
I'll tell you what, they're all taking that free ride line on the entry to the switchback. Make sure nobody dunks them up the inside. But let's have a moment there for James. Super clean out in front from start to looking like finish here. I wonder if we're going to see some showboating over this table here. Little shifty from James. Big air there from Rennie, but it looks like we're pretty settled here in our 1 and 2 going through to the finals. James Wanklin and Rennie Miles. Emlyn Bainbridge there coming in 3rd place. He'll end up in 5th or 6th position. Eamon Shaw here coming through in 4th. He'll come in 7th or 8th. Let's see this replay, Dan. Talk us through it.
Here we go. This is the 2nd corner there. You can just see Eamon overcooked there and was overtaken by Rennie in that inside berm there, and that enabled them to keep those positions down through the steeper part and across the finish line.
I tell you what, that could be the best move we've seen so far today. Inch perfect from Rennie there, just slotting in front of Eamon. Incredible scenes, but we've got our 2nd semi-final lining up now.
That's it. The riders are in the gate. The drone is in the sky. And we've got Bieran Martlew in green, Dave Compton in blue, Jamie Charles in red, and Jonathan Charles in yellow, orange, oh my bad.
So 2nd, 5th, 6th and 12th seeds, another really tight race. And then after this, if you get through this, Dan, you're one of the top 4 racers in the UK.
That's it. This is for a place in the finals right now. The gate is up.
Riders ready.
Riders ready.
What's the gate?
And they're out. Bieran getting the first pull out that gate there.
I don't know, that looks pretty even there, but Jamie going around the outside gives Bieran and Dave the chance. But Bieran's got really wide.
Really wide.
Really wide. We've got Jonathan Charles sneaking through. JC, 13 years off the board, in second place right now after mistakes from Bieran and Jamie. Dave cruising out. Why is he a dark horse? He's not a dark horse after this weekend. Big slide though, he lost a bit of speed. Same for JC, but they're looking pretty solid, 1 and 2. There is not enough track left for Bieran to make anything happen here. He's got to be hoping for a mistake from the front two boys, but tell you what, JC may have had 13 years off the board, but he had so much time on it before then. You're not going to see a mistake out of them now.
Not now. He's good under pressure. He deals with pressure like a diamond.
And that is it. Dave Compton, Jonathan Charles through to the finals. We have our top 4 decided there. Bieran Martlew in 3rd place and Jamie Charles in 4th. 2nd and 5th seeds knocked out. Look at that really even start, Dan. And here's the key decision making. Jamie takes a look back to see where JC is, but Bieran and Dave tuck on into the inside, and here comes the mistake. Oh, Bieran
just
didn't get his
hopping
turn.
out into that outside berm there was enough to chuck him sideways and lose all his momentum there, and allow JC to slide through into 2nd place. Super tight across these top features before into this first dual corner. There you go, there's the pop outside. Dave Compton holding the line true on the inside and dipping inside for the 2nd.
You just see Bieran there go really wide out onto the rough stuff, and that's where he lost all his speed, and that was the mistake. The inside lines are great if you can hold them, but boy do they bite if you make a mistake. And that is our semi-finals done, Dan.
100%.
So, this is where the format gets a little bit quirky. So at this point, we've knocked out all the riders that we could possibly knock out. Now we like to give some people a second chance for their age category. So we should be lining up ladies should be straight to finals. We should line up a Masters and Open semi-finals now. Gives us a bit of time for those pro riders in the finals to have a breather, think about their strategy while they come back up the hill and then lead us into the final big shebang of this live stream.
Okay, there's the overhead view of Bugs Boarding again from drone's view. All these tracks rideable in various ways. Some are aimed at technicality, some are aimed at flow. I can see a great big airbag laid out there for training purposes. This really is a prime location for learning to mountain board and bringing your skills and progression on.
And there's the crowd, Dan. Give us a wave, crowd. You're on the stream. Let's hear it. Give us a wave. Give us a cheer. It is ferociously hot in the sunshine, Dan. I'm glad you can't see my pits. So good on them for being out there. Hope they're staying well hydrated as the riders get back up the hill for the next set of racing. There's Goldie picking up the last bunch of riders, taking them back up to the top of the hill, the true workhorse that she is. Driven all day long, every day by Bugs himself, of Bugs Boarding fame. What a legend. Now, Dan, let's have a little look here. I've got a cheat sheet here. We can have a quick look ahead to our finals. We've got a few races before we get there. Maybe we can get the Pro Tree up on screen in a second to show everybody as well. But we're going to sneak peek it because I got the background deets. We got James Wanklin, our first seed. Dave Compton, the dark horse, no more, 6th seed. Rennie Miles and Jonathan Charles. How about that for a finals?
Fantastic. 10th and 12th seed respectively there in that round out. Rennie Miles and Dave Compton, both Masters riders,
and
or
JC.
age appropriate, and JC as well
Three
now.
Masters in the final, 1 Open rider. Masters are killing it this weekend.
There we go. I can see another ferry load of riders coming up with Goldie. She is up and down quick. But joining us at the top of the hill, we've got Slogs over there, ready, waiting for another rider interview.
Okay, we've got Margot. Welcome to the UK again.
Thank you.
You've had a brilliant day. You had a brilliant fortnight ago, didn't you?
Yeah.
World champion, women's freestyle.
Yes, 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. Impressive. Very good. You've dropped down into the ladies now. How are you feeling? You like the Boardercross?
Yeah, I like the Boardercross, but this track is really hard for me because a lot of speed, so you have to deal with it.
It does drop for speed. As soon as you go down through Twin Peaks, it's like marble out there as well, isn't it?
Can you speak slower, please?
And there's the Cornish accent causing problems with the internationals. It's very fast.
Yeah, it's very fast.
It's very fast. Okay, thanks, Margot. We appreciate it. Good luck in the women's finals.
Yeah, thank you.
Well done, Slogs. Well done, Slogs. That accent is pretty thick and heavy. But you've done a good job there, sir. You've done a good job there. Well, riders getting up to the top. I can see the semi-finalists for the Open and the Masters starting to get some bibs on, so I'm sure we'll have some racing action on the go very, very soon. But yeah, Dan, let's talk about tomorrow as well, because it isn't just about today. We've already mentioned about the freestyle. Do you know much about the format, or shall I do that?
I think you take this one. You take this one, Matt. I don't want to drag it out or anything. I think you got the format.
Cheers, Dan. So as we see the riders walking their way back up to the top, they're starting to get tired now, so we'll give them a little breather, let them get a drink. We'll talk about a bit of freestyle. So tomorrow you can join us again here on the MBS Mountainboard's YouTube channel for a live stream. We're aiming for 2 o'clock again to keep it consistent with the day, weather permitting. It's a best line contest, so we're going to hand-pick 8 riders to ride the biggest line here at Bugs. They're going to get 3 runs to do their best line. Only their best run will count. Winner gets £200 cold hard cash.
Fantastic. The only thing stopping me from winning that is being up here hosting this live stream for you guys out there.
Oh, absolutely. That is definitely the only thing, yeah. 100%, Dan. I've seen the stunts you've been throwing down at the track with your cafe, and you got some serious...
I've got some serious catching up to do if I want to be on that podium.
But there we go. That is our freestyle course for the live stream tomorrow. You can see that big Booter wooden kicker at the start there. You're going to be seeing all kinds of tricks there, flips and spins galore, leading into a couple of options for the second hit. You've got a big hip. You can do the big straight air there, or you can hit the lily pad if you don't land particularly cleanly on the first jump. And in the background, we've got some more riders riding down the hill, and some grass sledges absolutely bombing it.
These grass sledges supremely popular amongst the kids here. They absolutely love it. It brings a little bit of winter to summertime, and a little bit of summer to not to winter time. That doesn't really work.
I'll tell you what though, Dan, the top section of this hill where it's steepest on those grass sledges is terrifying. It is so rapid. I think I'd rather go down the Boardercross track personally.
I must admit, I cannot get away from Bugs boarding without doing a bit of grass sledging with my daughters. They love it here.
100%. So, the riders are starting to get ready. We got more action coming up for you with the semi-finals of the Open and the Masters. You'll have the Pro Finals as well, the Open Finals, Ladies Finals. I think, I'm trying to do some quick maths in my head, potentially 2, 4, 8 races left.
We'll go with that. Another 8 races there across all disciplines here. So we have a Masters racing, some Open racing, a ladies and a youth.
Yes, we had the juniors already. They were our first race today. A little bit of background as well. Why do we use this format? Well, we like to find the very best riders for the pro title. So we force everyone who's not a junior to race together in the pro category. And then once they've gotten through the pro category, we do the semi-finals. That wipes out the last riders to get knocked out from the pros. And then we like to find the best in each age category from there of those eliminated riders. That's why we got some semi-finals coming up. And good job we did it, because if those 3 riders who are masters in the finals went just to the masters, they wouldn't be in the pro finals. But look at this, Dan. Who's this race?
That's it. We can see Biren, who just got knocked out of the pro there, is now back in the gates, racing Leon Dove, Stephen Morris and Stephen Lang here.
So the Masters category, this is for the riders who are aged 35 years and over. The old boys, although being 34 now, I'm not sure 35 is particularly old, but get to experience that next year. And the gate is up. We're back to some live racing action. We've got 2 Masters semi-finals to come, and they're out the gate. Biren versus Leon here. Really even pull from the 2, but I got a feeling Biren's going inside, Leon's going outside.
Holding it clean that time.
Stephen Lang going inside there and gets the jump on Leon, but he slides out. Leon hits into the back of him. There was nothing Leon could do there. He was absolutely caught out.
Always unfortunate. The racing incident there.
I'll tell you what, that's given a crowd favourite Horse into second place. If he can hold on to this, he'll make it to the Masters final, and that will be incredible to see.
Indeed.
He's holding on, but we have got Stephen Lang coming for him. He is really hunting. Leon Dove is up. Leon Dove is fine. He's coming down the track now, cruising towards the finish line.
Biren across the finish line there, pushing himself into the Masters final.
There they are, Stephen Morris. He's just got to hold on for one more corner and he'll have made the Masters final. Oh, but Stephen Lang tries the inside line and slides out again. Stephen Morris into the Masters final. The crowd goes absolutely wild. What a fantastic result.
Well, Stephen's going to be cursing those slick tyres right now.
Stephen Lang, not Morris.
No, Stephen Lang, not Morris, indeed.
There's the slide, and Leon there was nowhere for Leon to go except straight into the back of him and straight into the up face of the next feature. That is not a nice crash to have. Leon has finished his run though. He is absolutely A-OK, completed the track. We like to see it. And we have our second Masters semi-final queuing up now.
I can see in there at the moment 3 riders. We're just waiting for the 4th there. But currently sat in the gates are Mark Bishop. We've got G, Marek, and David
We're missing
Marsh.
Marek, but I don't know if he is a no-show, no-go. He might have gone to take a break. So Marek in the red is missing there. He's injured himself, yeah. So he's picked up an injury, unfortunately. So he's not going to make it into this race. So only one person's getting knocked out. That makes it almost more intense. You don't want to be that one. And they're off.
Mark pulls hard out there across the features first, followed by G.
And then David Marshall going inside. A little bit of a slide, but he's held it. But look at that momentum from G. Can he?
They've all gone for the outside this time.
He's gone inside on the outside. Almost slid out there, G, but he's held on to it. This is a real race now for second place. I'm pretty sure Bish is way too far out ahead now for G or Dave to do anything about. But it's not over for these two in second and third. You can see David Marshall working the track there. He doesn't want to accept this as his last race either. But Bish slid out. Oh my gosh, Bish slid out. There's been a collision going into the Twin Peaks. David Marshall's gone past G. Is he going to pass Bish as well? I think they're going to settle in here. I didn't quite see what happened to Bish, but it looks like he had a slide and a switchback.
It did coming through that chicane there, edge to edge. Overcooked it a little bit.
Oh, geez, coming back at Dave. Oh, but not quite enough time. There we go. We figured out our Masters final. There we are. Bish looking clean at the end of the track. Maybe not so clean in the middle of the track, but G was coming in with the momentum again there at the end of the course, but just ran out of time to make it happen. So close to getting through to the Masters final. But there we go. We've got our top 4 for the Masters coming up shortly. Into the gates now. We have the Open semi-finals, number 1. We got some serious riders in here too.
That's it. Emlyn Bainbridge, you can see there in the green bib. Connor Smout there in the blue. Jack Armstrong in red, and Sonny Dibben in the orange.
I'll tell you what, Connor's got that far left gate, well, far right gate that we can see. And they've been saying that is the best gate, which is surprising because it's one of the slower ones. The middle 2 get ridden the most and are the fastest, but Connor has been pushing hard to be first to that inside line.
That's it, it's definitely his preferred line. He's sticking it and liking it.
He got half a board on Emlyn out of the gate there, so Emlyn's backing off. He's got to back off. He doesn't want to be in there with Connor at the same time, but they both take the inside and lock out 1 and 2. They all go inside on the next corner. And that's making it difficult for Jack. Jack's gone wide.
Falls out of the corner there, or out of the straight. Slowing down, we're going to stick with positions 1 and 2 here.
Yeah, I did see Connor have a cheeky look back. He saw that third place was a way off. I wonder if Connor and Emlyn had a little chat before this and said, look, we're 1 and 2, that'll do. Let's just chill out and not go out here. We'll just get through 1 and 2. It looks like they've relaxed a little bit. It's the smart move. It's the smart move for sure.
100%. Just keeping it clean and tidy through this now, ensuring their movement into the Open final.
Absolutely. Coming in third there, I believe, is Sonny Dibben.
Nicely done, Sonny, across the line there in third.
I do love the addition of that double at the bottom, Dan. I think it's a great change to the track.
It certainly is. It forces riders either airborne or a heavy compression.
Or even they choose to slow down a bit coming into that section. At the fastest part of the track, that's a huge penalty if you do choose to slow down there.
100%. What are you thinking is the faster move, airing or pumping?
Airing for sure. Once you're hitting those Mach 10 speeds down there, for sure you want to just be giving it a little pop, little float, not too much pop. You should have the speed to just push through that, get a good solid pump on the other side. Otherwise, at that speed, trying to pump through there, the chance of mistiming it and having a mistake is just far too high.
Okie dokie, there we are back at the top of the hill now for this semi-finals race 2. I can see Jamie Charles in green, Eamon Shaw there in blue.
We got Connor Roylance in the red and Will Fox in the orange. Another really close race here. So these seeded numbers are the qualifying positions they were for the pros. So we got some quality riders, but this is going to be fierce, furious and fast, trying to make it into that open final so they can at least earn some silverware today.
Set, gate is up and back down again. A quick change this time.
Great start from Eamon and Will there. Will's been going inside today, but he's not going to make it this time. Eamon blocked him out, and Will's gone from second to fourth. Look at the power of the inside. Will going inside on the second, though. He goes up into third. Eamon now blasting away from the rest of the crowd. Jamie Childs pretty solid in second. Will losing momentum on the inside there on second turn. He's under pressure from Connor for third place, but Eamon's had a look back. He's looking pretty smooth. He just wants to hold on now, get into that finals and see if he can win some silverware in the open category.
That's it, through the Twin Peaks and down into the steep there, keeping it steezy and clean.
Lovely floaty
and ensuring that first place. Nicely done, Eamon.
Absolutely lovely floaty airs. Eamon should know those features well. He's the one who got in the digger for 4 days earlier this year to shape them up. He's the one getting in the vehicles to pack them in and make them look beautiful, slapping it with a spade. Well, that's our semi-finals done. All that's left, Dan, is all of our finals. We've got the ladies final coming up. We've got the Masters final coming up. We've got the Open final coming up, and then the big crescendo to today's events, the Pro final.
Indeed. This is the creme de la creme of the UK mountain boarders and European mountain boarders here.
Oh yeah, it's an international affair today, that's for sure.
But this is the absolute blue ribbon event now coming up now, the finals for all these categories. You can see Goldie's up at the top of the hill and the riders are making their way across now.
Absolutely. SwitchBack 2025 has been going super well so far. As we say, great to see so many riders on the hill. Steve Bergbeck as well is celebrating his 60th birthday, so he's brought a lot of old faces back, which is nice to see. I think Slogs has cornered Steve, actually. We might be able to get an interview from him in a moment if we want. You got to be careful what you say here, Steve. Keep it PC. We're on MBS Mountainboard's YouTube channel.
I'm good. Okay, I'm not sure if this is a good idea or not, but we've brought Berbeck in to have a chat with us. Now, Steve, in his riding career, he owned the Masters. There's no denying that. He was a solid rider. And he's 60 years old now, and it's PG, but here he is.
Hey peeps, this is UK Switchback Mountainboard champs. Here we go! Hello everybody! Woo! Yeah, what a day's racing, huh? Stacking up for the finals. So yes, this is Bugs Boarding, 20 odd years old. 22 years old, and the track is dynamite today, man. It is so hard and packed and super fast. And the standard of racing is just absolutely awesome, and we're just rocking into the finals now, which is the big one. Yeah, man, I'm stoked to be here, and I'm stoked that so many people's come for the... I lied about my birthday, it's in December, but I thought if I have it this weekend on this championship, we'll all have a really good party, and I think that's what we got in store for tonight. Yeah, 60 years and 8 months. It's the new legendary birthday. All right, guys. Well, I'm getting a wave there from Harry. I don't know what that means, but yeah, all the love, people. Keep it real. Come on, you riders!
think we actually got away with that. So well done, Steve. Really, really.
It's always great to get Steve on a mic, but it is a risk. Thanks, Steve. Always brings the fantastic energy wherever he goes. Big grins, big words, bigger heart.
That's it, but we are about to kick the racing off for the final time in the ladies here.
Yeah, so we've got the ladies final. Crowd, let's hear it. These are the last few races you're going to see today. Let's hear it for the ladies finalists. In the gate now in the green, Kira Bishop. In the blue, Margot Roland from France. In the red, Bella Lilly. Here we go. They're all pumping hard. It is a real close race here. Margot takes the lead into the first quarter. Bella on the inside of
Kira there. Kira took the win in the last race. They are battling it out, these two young ladies there.
Firm friends, they're always riding together, always practicing together. Both just took a little tumble. They both checked that they're both okay. Let's see if they hop up, get to the next part of the track.
That's it, Kira's
Kira's
up
okay,
and away.
she's up and off.
Margot has run away with the lead.
Oh no, she hasn't. Margot slid out as well in the switchback. She's up and going though. There's claps going around the crowd. Bella is up, she is okay. She's just settling herself again at the moment, taking a few deep breaths.
Following Margot down now, she's just checked a little speed there on the steep there. That is the high acceleration. She's nursing a sore hand after a little bit of a tumble yesterday, but still managing to find the power in that hand to strap her mountain board to her feet and get down this hill.
Absolutely, so there you have it. Margot is your ladies Boardercross champion. Kira's coming down the last part of the track now, looking like she's going to take second place and getting a huge round of applause from the crowd as she makes her way down the track. Bella is up. She is finishing off this race in good fashion. That's what we like to see. Kira now on stream with the drone, sealing a silver medal for the Boardercross in the ladies. And Bella, as I say, getting the cheers from the crowd. I think it's important, and a good thing to do is if you can get up and finish, you finish it no matter where you are.
100%, 100%. Such courageous riding there from these two young ladies.
And wheel-to-wheel battling as well. Firm friends, practice together, getting wheel-to-wheel on the course. Great to see.
Indeed, indeed.
There we are. Bella's just lost a little bit of speed there. She's coming into the fastest section of the track, taking the smart option to just cut a bit of speed out there. She's already had a tumble. She's a little bit sore from that, so she's just making sure she's fully in control to finish off this race day in fine fashion. This section here, I tell you what, Dan, every lap down this track, it just gets faster and faster. So this is the fastest they would have ridden it all day today.
100%. I think that some of these riders, as they're heading down in this final section, are in excess of 30 miles an hour there through the steep.
Oh, there we see, I think Kira and Bella were getting quite close together there in the second corner. Bella's taken evasive action and then just had a little oversteer moment at the end of the berm because she was scared about going out the back of the berm, and that was the cause of the mistake there. A forced error, I would say. It's definitely not an unforced error in tennis terms.
These are racing incidents. There's no maliciousness there. It's just one of those things, unfortunately. Experience, we hope, would make that a little less common as these riders get older and more time on board. The ability to ride in close proximity with each other increases.
100%, that is a learned skill, and they're going to come back next year bigger, faster, stronger and wiser than ever, with a lot more skills, ready to take on this course again. I can see some fist bumps going on in the gate now because we have the Masters final in the gates. Come on, the crowd. Here, let's hear it. This is the Masters final. They're going to race for the Masters champion. Bieran Martlew in green, Mark Bishop in blue, Stephen Horse Morris in red, and David Marshall in orange. We're just waiting for the gate to go up. That's our signal that they're ready to race. Everyone's looking pretty keen. Oh, look at the focus there in Bish. He is not calming down for anyone.
In the zone.
Absolutely. Bieran's heard us on the commentary. He's decided to try and look like he's in the zone as well. Just running through running through his race. There we go. Sorry, Boo.
That's it. They're just keeping relaxed now. Once they see that gate go up. the eyes will glaze over.
Oh, okay. We just had word. Bella's gone to see our first aider, so we're just on a brief pause here. We've got a medic on site, and we don't like to race if they're already busy with somebody else. So Bella's just getting her injuries tended to, and frankly, it's even better that she finished her lap. If she's gone to see the medic afterwards, that's some courage to get up and finish off the race.
100%, 100%. It certainly didn't look like anything too major, hopefully, but we'll wait and see on that front. I think it was just a little slide out there, hopefully.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely, hopefully she's just knocked something, little tweak, and hopefully she'll be able to shake it off in a little while. But so we've got 3 races left today, Dan. We've got the Masters final coming up soon, the Open finals, and the Crescendo, the Pro finals.
That's it. Another little view of Bugs Boarding here. Maybe we can hook you up with a little advert break whilst we're waiting for the riders to assemble and be ready at the top.
Here we go then. Into ATB shop. Let's have a look. ATB shop there, Dan. So while we're on this injury hold, why don't we talk about the overall weekend, what goes on here, all the competitions that the riders take part in?
Indeed, so we have 3 events here over the course of the weekend: Boardercross, downhill and freestyle. As we mentioned, we'll be coming live to you with the freestyle tomorrow afternoon. Those 3 results combination will supply an overall ranking.
That they will, and at the end of the weekend we crown a UK mountainboard champion off that, the best mountainboarder in the UK. And now, having looked at who's in the final, James Wanklin has to be the firm favourite for that overall title, not just potentially the Boardercross.
100%. He's as good in the air as he is on the ground.
And as good in switch almost as he is in regular. He's as good as in a lot of things, isn't he? But yeah, so after the Boardercross finishes today, there'll be a couple of hours break for the riders. We'll have the downhill, like you said earlier, 1 rider against the clock. Tomorrow we'll have a freestyle session in the morning. We will be doing a minimal stream of the full freestyle session, where the riders will get 5 runs to perform their best tricks in front of the judges. Their best 2 will count to give them their score and their ranking, and then we'll come back later on in the afternoon for the full best line competition.
Excellent stuff. We have got riders being ferried up to the top of the hill now, keying up for the finals.
I tell you what, the downside of having a big glorious hill is it's a big glorious walk back up. So it does take a couple of minutes there to get the riders back to the top of the hill, but they are on their way, and we're just keeping an eye out to make sure Bella's okay as well with the medic down there. Once the medic's back, we will jump back into the racing with the Masters final. So let's have a look at this Masters final while we can, hey, Dan. So we've got Beer and Martlew, Mark Bishop. That's quite a grudge match, I think, there.
Indeed.
For sure. And then Stephen Morris and David Marshall. Hell of a race.
We would expect to see Beeren and Mark Bishop battling in this first and second, but that could, as you saw in the last round, open it up for the other 2, being David Marshall and Stephen Morris, to come through and claim first and second through via mistake.
Absolutely. I mean, we saw Beeren go out of the pro category in the semi-finals with a mistake on the exit of the first turn. He went wide. If he does that again here, he's going to be giving himself a little punch in the leg, I reckon. Bit of frustration coming out. But let's not commentator curse him. I think it's just going to be a great battle between those two. It's going to be a real scrap. Bish isn't one to give up. Bieren's not one to give up. They both love an inside line, and they can get low and hold on to it.
100%.
Looks like we got some riders strapping in at the top. Don't want to give false hope, but it looks like we might be getting close to going again. Yeah, we're just listening in on the radios there, seeing how we're getting on. I think Slogs is running off to find somebody, so we might be able to pull an interview in a moment with Slogs. It looks like we got Will Fox.
A little bit.
Okay, so we've got Will Fox here. Will, you're out now. Had a good day?
Yeah, it's been good. I'm just kind of relieved it's over with now, to be honest. Getting through unscathed is the main thing, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it. Looking forward to the downhill?
Yeah, it'll be good fun. I don't know what the course is, though. Does anyone know about that yet?
It's a big secret. And we've just hot mic'd the swap there. We've had a technical issue. Will, we've talked about the downhill. Looking forward to it. It is a big secret. We're not telling you what the track's going to be until it's set up.
Exactly, yeah. You don't know who it's going to suit, so it should be interesting. But yeah, should be some fun downhill.
Very good, mate. Congratulations on your day.
Thank you very much. I'd say I'm going to put my money on James. Looks very consistent. He's won this event before in the past, so we know he can do it. But yeah, don't know. It's been an absolute wild card all day. You don't know who's going to win anything. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Looking forward to it.
So in the gates now.
Okay, in the gates now while we're trying to iron out a few technical issues. We've mentioned them a couple of times. They've got to be getting nervous there. They've all been waiting, ready to drop here. I can see a little bit of unstrapping. They must be waiting a little bit longer there, unfortunately, to get these riders ready.
So yeah, I guess Bella's just needing a bit more tending to at the moment. So we're just on an injury hold. We'll be back to you as soon as we can. But Dan, what else can we talk about? Dan?
Well,
I'm sure we can waffle for days.
We
can. 100 podcasts.
After nearly 90 episodes, I'm sure we can waffle for a little bit here, Matt. We're going to share this microphone now.
Yeah, things are getting cooked in the sunshine, perhaps. But so, Dan, you've done nearly 100 The Dirt podcasts, so you must have some expert mountainboard waffle that we can dig up.
It's certainly been a long-term running project for me. My glorious co-host there and as roaming reporter for us there, Slogs, has joined me for most of those. I do like to get a few other people in to help out with hosting duties from time to time, as long as they don't try and take over too much. But yeah, we like to get modern riders in and riders from the past to talk about various parts of their history and moments in mountain board history, along with moments of modern updates and news.
So, I think you can hear me again, which is good because I like to hear me, Dan. As most people will know, I've got a couple of facts on this sheet as well. You've been doing a fantastic job with Slogs on the Dirt podcast, covering such a wide range of mountain board topics and history and up-and-comers as well, which is really great to see. If we look up the hill as well, so we're just on an injury hold at the moment. We'll be back to the racing as soon as we possibly can. Hopefully Bella is all good down there, just getting tended to by our paramedic. No need to rush. It's all good. So we got James Wanklin in the finals here. He's currently a 4 times UK Boardercross champion, so the rest of the riders in that gate must be stressing about his experience.
100%, 100%. They're all going to be nervous about having James Wanklin next to them.
I'll tell you what, though, your prediction for Rennie Miles could come true. The last time James and Rennie shared a finals, Rennie beat James. just to put a bit of pressure on the boy. I do like to put a bit of pressure on the boy. We've got the Masters semi-finals, not semi-finals, the Masters finals coming up as well. We've spoken about that. What we haven't spoken about much yet, Dan, is the Open finals that are coming up after this Masters final. So
who have we got in there, Matt?
We have got Eamon Shaw, Connor Smout, Emlyn Bainbridge and Jamie Charles. Now, they're actually all part of a local crew as well, so they know each other super well. So whether that bodes well for them in the racing, if they're going to be friendly in the racing or fierce, who knows? We're going to have to wait and find out on that one.
Well, they're certainly going to be used to riding wheel to wheel. I'm just looking up the hill and I can hear that riders are already in the gates. I'm assuming that means that our medic is available again. We've got Beer and Martlew in the gate there as potentially top seed, if you will, for this Masters.
Absolutely. So the rider at the top there is the first gate choice. Gate choice is so important on tracks because you get the prime line, the fastest line, if you will, your favorite line into that first corner, and that can make all the difference.
The gate is up. Keep your eye on that gate. They will be pulling straight out as soon as it drops. And they're out with Beeren, Martlew and Bishop leading the pack there.
It is fierce. It is fierce. Beeren going a little slower for the inside line. He doesn't want a repeat of the mistake in the pros. And he's gone clean through there. Inside to inside while Bish goes outside, outside. Tell you what,
Bish has overcooked the outside line there.
Oh, David Marshall comes through into second place at the moment. Stephen Morris goes past Bish as well if he could hold this. Wow. That would be incredible scenes. Bish is stuck behind him at the moment. Beeren just cruising through now. He is absolute cruise control mode. Minimal effort, minimal mistakes. Bish and Morris. Oh, Steve Morris just not quite holding the speed on the inside of turn 4 there. Beeren, huge gap over the double at the bottom there. Here he comes to cross the finish line to claim the Masters Boardercross champion title at Switchback 2025. David Marshall coming through in second place. Mark Bishop taking the bronze medal position, and Horse coming in 4th place there. He was in 3rd for a little while. The crowd cheered, but Bish took it away from him.
Unfortunately, Bish is a fierce competitor himself. We all know and love Steve Morris here, but when it comes to racing, nobody's going to give anything away.
So we can see here on the replay, Beeren going a little slower on the entry to that inside there, just to make sure he can get round it. You have a little bit less momentum coming out because of that, but the distance gains there meant that Mark was just lagging a little bit behind.
That's it. Unfortunately, Mark having a little slide in that second double berm just on the exit there, which is what pushed him down into 3rd and allowing David Marshall to overtake there.
That's a lovely shot, giving you a really good perspective of the different lines you have to take and the distance traveled there. Fantastic. We're back up to the top. This is our penultimate race, everybody. This is the race before the last race. That's what penultimate means. But we've got the Open finals in the gates.
That's it. Eamon Shaw there in green, Connor Smout in blue, Emlyn Bainbridge in red, and Jamie Charles in orange.
We had that interview earlier where Eamon gave us that insight that the far right gate is the preferred gate for all these riders. So I think he's going to be pretty chuffed to have that for this finals. As the gate goes up, the riders get ready to drop. And off they go, little early from Eamon there.
That's it, he's not managed to make it lose anything there, getting into the inside corner first.
He really put the pinch on Connor going onto the inside of that corner though. Slide from Eamon in the exit. Connor pumps hard, takes the lead. Here comes Emlyn. Is he going to make a move? Is he going to make a move?
His teammate against teammate here.
MBS Pro Rider versus MBS Pro Rider, Dan. Like you say, Eamon is sliding all over the place. The pressure must be getting to him. Emlyn is just waiting. He's hunting. He's ready to snipe. Connor Smout holding it clean out in front. This is Connor's to lose now, but who's going to get this second place? Does Emlyn push? He's a little tighter there. He's going to gain a little bit on Emlyn. But is there anything he can do in this last corner? Little wobble there. I think it's all over, Dan. Connor Smout is the Open champion for Boardercross at Switchback 2025. Eamon Shaw in second place. Emlyn Bainbridge taking the bronze medal. And Jamie Childs getting the wooden spoon.
Fantastic ride in there from all. Just seeing Jamie Charles there coming into the shot and coming across the line.
He had a slide earlier up on the course there, didn't he? That's why he's a little bit behind the others. But look at that one crucial mistake. We've said it all day. The inside lines are great if you can keep it straight. Eamon couldn't keep it straight and it cost him the gold medal. Connor there, ready to pounce, just jumped straight on it. Great racing from Connor there. Emlyn just couldn't quite find a way through. He was all over the back of Eamon as well, but just couldn't quite get it to work. But Dan, I know we got a replay on, but I'm looking up the hill. Our last race is getting ready in the gate, and the tension is mounting. The excitement is growing.
100%, Matt. This is all been leading to this moment now. Top of the hill, 4 riders left. These are your fastest race format riders there today.
We're about to crown the UK champion, Dan. So come on, let's hear it from the crowd for your final Boardercross race of the day. The Pro Finals, James Wanklin in the green, Dave Dark Horse Compton in the blue, Ready the Smiles Miles in the red, and Johnny Charles JC back after 13 years in the orange. James Wanklin has the inside gate. He has the prime gate. He is the top seed. He's a few people's picks, but can we see an upset here? I know you're rooting for Red and Rennie.
Gate is up and back down again.
Huge
I can see James and Rennie there.
Rennie and James. Rennie forcing his way into the inside line first, but he
couldn't hold on to it, and James couldn't pass, but he hasn't lost too much here.
Dave is there as well, but a little slide there while they're close quarters. Jonathan Charles, JC coming through around the outside on corner 3. Can they hold it? They hold it wheel to wheel around the outside on corner 3. Incredible scenes. It looks like James has got this. JC, after 13 years off, is back. Dave Compton's not giving up on it though. They're going side by side into the Twin Peaks.
Still after it. Down into the fastest part of the course here. If he can keep it together and get this clean, I think it's going to stay as we see it now.
It's looking like that's it. James Wanklin crosses the line, the Pro Boardercross champion. He is the best Boardercross racer in the UK today. JC, 13 years off the board, comes second place, Dan. Incredible. Dave Compton in third, I believe.
Indeed it was.
I was too busy watching the action. I couldn't quite see, but I'm pretty sure it was Dave in third. Dave no longer the dark horse. Compton third.
That will be your podium there.
You can see what it means to them as they cross the line there. James and JC with a huge fist pumps. Rennie's got to be shaking his head. He had it all in that first corner, but he threw it all away.
Indeed they did.
Just a big slide there. Unfortunate. Unfortunate there for Rennie. He got the whole shot. He got the gate pull leading into the first corner. A big washout. I tell you what, James and Dave did a great job to get around Rennie there as well. I was sure it was a 3-rider pile-up, and we were going to see JC, the champion. But alas, James's skill was too much for Rennie to take him out. He managed to dodge him successfully, and James cruised on from there, never looked in doubt. Qualified first, won the title.
Indeed. That is your champion there. James Wanklin in the green helmet, just making his way off camera now. I think we're going to have a quick turnaround and head to prize giving as quickly as we possibly can for you.
You got JC there in the orange. You can see what it means to him as well. After starting practice yesterday, JC never predicted, I don't think, maybe he hoped, I don't think he predicted that he would get to this position, but wow. Slogs, let's see what you think about today's racing action.
Well, I don't want to say too much, but my money was on Mr. Wanklin from the off. He's a thoroughly deserved pro #1 in the UK. I'm so happy for him. Fully deserved. Well done, mate. Stunning. And you two guys, you've done all right. You've been pretty good in your commentary. Well done.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much. It's always worthwhile having praise there from my co-hosts.
That's not the end. We got a couple of minutes while the riders get back up to the top. We'll have a quick little prize given right here on the couch, and we'll crown our UK champions, give out the medals. I can see them heading over to Goldie now, ready to come and collect their silverware.
That's it. We got Goldie's going to be heading down to pick these riders up and ferry them up top, quick, sharp, ready for a presentation.
Look at that beautiful ribbon of dirt going down the hill. The scene of that fantastic Boardercross competition that we've just witnessed. Incredible stuff. There was some really great racing in there, some good clean overtakes made as well. Great skill. I'm gonna put you guys on the spot. I'm gonna go to Slogs first. Favorite overtake today?
You have put me on the spot because I haven't been concentrating that much. But it was thoroughly good the whole day. There's thrills, spills, loads of overtaking, and in different spots in the course, which is new. Now we've opened it up a bit more, so there's a lot more overtaking in places we've not seen it before.
Indeed, these first two corners have been a real highlight, haven't they? They've really allowed for overtakes and to bring people back into the mix. It's been a fantastic course, superb design and superbly ridden.
I think what we've seen as well today is that the inside lines don't just provide fantastic overtakes, they provide fantastic mistakes as well. A fair few amount of riders got bitten there with the oversteers, shall we say, on the exits of those corners, or understeering going wide. It was, really threw something in the mix for the riders. They had to be kept on their toes, really had to work hard to get the results they wanted today. But there was an overtake earlier on, I think, that was inch perfect. I really liked there was a semi-final, there was a final just now, the two of them in berm 4. Wheel to wheel, no hesitation, just going. And like you say, Slugs, overtakes all over the place on the track. Ever since the changes this winter on the Boardercross, it really has opened it out. These two inside lines, they were pushed back a little bit, so they didn't give so much distance. They took a bit of the momentum away. The bottom section got tweaked. So we've finally been seeing some overtakes down there as well. And an incredible show we saw.
Indeed. I'm not actually seeing Goldie go down to get these riders to bring them back up for a presentation, so I'm not sure how long we're going to keep waiting for the riders to come up. Or it has just moved. The van has just moved.
I just want to give an extra shout out to Horse, because his riding today was absolutely stunning. To come 4th in the finals, in the Masters, absolutely amazing. Well done, Horse.
Indeed, Stephen Morris, hats off to you, brother. While we're waiting here, we're going to chat through again a little bit about some of our sponsors here and chat to you guys about them. We've got MBS Mountainboards, quite obviously, hosting the show here for you. We've got Tramper Boards, the UK's premier electric mountain board dealers and manufacturers. We've got Wrecked Protection, keeping you riders safe out there on the hill. Go and get yourself some of those. Elbows, knees, wrists and helmets. We've also got Jimmy's Coffee. Jimmy's Coffee keeping us rehydrated of a morning whilst we're here, and fantastic tasting too. What else have we got? We've got ATB Shop.
Can't forget about ATB Shop.
And Tractor Mountain Boards.
All the way from Costa Rica. I think they sent 16 hoodies all the way from Costa Rica for prizes. So some of those riders out there today are definitely going to be getting snuggly and warm this evening in those. Who else we got? Oh, Crom Kendama as well. I know Eamon and Emlyn have been enjoying that. That's a balance and skills toy, shall we say, but plenty of fun.
It's a ball and a stick on a bit of string, and it's superb. Emlyn and Eamon, they have really got those tricks down on it now. They have geeked out on these things. They're brilliant toys.
They really have. It is a lot harder than it sounds, than a ball and a string and a stick. Very difficult.
But those are your sponsors there. Oh, one more. Last night's Quick Pickle Jam, sponsored by AT Boarders.
Yeah,
what a fantastic event that was. Tell us a little bit about that, Matt.
Oh, we saw all kinds of riding. It's all about starting the weekend the right way. Lots of action on the quarter pipe, lots of spot prizes, stickers, pickles thrown out to eat for all kinds of shenanigans in the quarter pipe. You'll be seeing the quarter pipe in a lot of action tomorrow as well on the live stream for the freestyle sessions. And many tricks and lots of progression, lots of very young riders getting in there, joining in with not just tricks on their own, but doing trains and carnage laps.
Oh, indeed. I'm just hearing in my ear that we really need these riders up the hill now. We are supposed to be presenting their trophies and medals. If we could please get Goldie to bring that podium up to the top of the hill sharpish.
We've also got UK Mountainboarding providing some goodies this weekend. You can check them out on Instagram. Everything that happens in the UK gets shared on their story, so that's a really good way to keep up to date with everything that's going on in the UK mountainboard scene. The guys behind SwitchBack especially as well, Lee's mum, Jo, she put in a lot of effort, so did Lee, making a lot of, well, these medals were made by Lee and her mum as well. Lots of other things. We got water bottles getting thrown out there, backpacks, all sorts of good stuff. I wonder if we can quickly interview Steve Birkbeck to fill a couple of minutes. He lit up the camera just a minute ago. Well, Goldie's coming up, Steve. What do you think about the racing action today? What was your highlights from today's action, Steve?
There was a fantastic line. Oh, was it Kira?
Kira and Bella?
Yeah. The line that Kira took into Twin Peaks. Like they were taking it really sketchy through that S section, just slowing down because it is lethally fast in there. But one of the last runs, she just pointed and shot and just went straight through. And her arms were raised as she went over. So I think that's probably my highlight. It's all about the progression, and Kira and Bella and everyone else and the kids and the Groms just, yeah, they pay to play.
Yeah, the progression there was fantastic. Yeah. Was it last year they were getting down the track but stopping 4 or 5 times in different spaces? Fast forward 1 year and they're blasting the track top to bottom clean?
They were in the quarter pipe last night, just touching the coping every time. They had an absolute riot last night. It was amazing. And of course, I've got to say, he's my boy, Jimmy Jazz, James Wanklin. My money's always on him. And yeah, he just delivers. He's, you know, okay, luckily you weren't racing today, Matt. So probably gave him a good...
You can only beat who's on the course.
Yeah.
I wasn't on the course. It's well deserved. He's got that title. You can't take anything away from the man.
You don't sound bitter at all.
I tell you what, that 44.5 time, going back through the history, that's got to be one of the fastest times we've ever seen on this track.
Well, undoubtedly, this is the fastest I've ever seen this track today. It is concrete, smooth as well. I mean, it's been brushed. We had some rain on Thursday, and Nina's just been pulling her hair out because it's been so dry this year. But we had a good old dump of rain on Thursday, and it just bedded everything in. And then once they got riding it today, it got quicker and quicker and quicker.
Okay.
Thank you for you guys doing all this and giving me a platform. I don't know if this is appropriate or not, but we do have to say a big farewell to somebody today. So after all this prize giving and stuff, we're going to cut the feed. But hopefully as many of the racers today are all going to make a train, and we're going to go down the Boardercross track, and we're going to scatter the ashes of a beloved and legendary mountain boarder, Mark Peck, who died about a month ago, and his wife's here today to come and just say a big hello to the mountain board community, which him and Mark were mainstays of the community. And it was just such a sad, quick shock of a loss, Mark Peck passing. So we're going to have a little nod. I took him down the track this morning. I hitched him onto my belt. It's quite heavy. A man in ashes. It's all a bit morbid, this, sorry. But anyway,
no,
we'll move on.
It's a fitting and lovely
Yes.
tribute. I don't think Mark would want it any other way.
Yeah.
So thanks, Steve. Really appreciate you bringing that here. And yeah, maybe we'll just take a moment to think of Mark and his family in this tough time.
Yes. And we've already worked out that the guy who does the scattering has to be at the end of the train. Otherwise, everyone's going to be eating Mark on the way down, which isn't ideal.
We've got the finalists.
They smiled.
Thank you, Steve. Thank you, Steve. So, Slogs is preparing the medals now. The riders have made their way to the top of the hill. We're going to pull them down to us now. We just got to bring down here Rennie Miles, Dave Compton, Jonathan Charles, and James Wanklin. Please make your way to the couch. Come down here. We've got to give you guys some medals.
If we're as soon as they arrive, we will clear the couch a little bit.
Let's get ready for this presentation. Come down here, Slogs. Bring them down here. Get on the camera, boys. This is your time to shine. Rennie, JC, Dave Compton, and James Wanklin. We got some medals to dish out to you, boys.
Congratulations, James.
Make your way down here, boys. Rennie, great racing, buddy. Well done. You had it for a moment there, Rennie. Any words about that final?
It was bloody a bit tight.
Good words. Dave, you're no longer a dark horse, boys. If I can just get you to line up next to us here. Rennie, you're going to be presented first as our 4th place rider. Stay over there. Stay over there.
Right.
Ready?
Ready, Miles. Take your helmet off. Ladies and gentlemen, 4th place in the Boardercross. Ready, Miles.
And third place, David Compton.
Well done, Dave. And coming out of retirement with lucky number 13 years, 2nd place in the UK for Boardercross, Jonathan Charles.
That's it, thank you, JC. And now we move to the premier position, taken home for the day and for 2025, the UK champion from Switchback Mountainboarding, James Wanklin.
The UK Boardercross champion at Switchback 2025.
Anything you want to say there, James?
I mean, that was an intense day of racing, and fair play to all the other three. That was a wild final, so it was a fight, but we're all good. We are all here, so bring on downhill.
Well done, James. Well done to all the riders, all the supporting staff today, to Bugs Boarding for hosting us. Hey Dan, why don't you lead us out of this live stream? Thank you for joining us on it as well.
Indeed, thank you ladies and gentlemen for joining on this live stream. We will be back tomorrow at 2 p.m. again for the freestyle, so make sure you tune back into MBS Mountainboard's YouTube at 2 p.m. and get to see these guys up in the air.